is us in New Jersey, about to head to New York City, second day. Haven't filmed anything, because I don't ever do this, ever. Have a swollen tongue. Fun times. We're loving it. I'm gonna probably end up deleting this anyways. I'm like, where was I going? And she's loving it. Here we are, people, in the midst of New York City. Some pigeons. You probably can't see a lot because I don't really know what I'm doing. There's our fearless 3 people here with us. Alex, David, and Marie. Famous Penn State right here. You can't tell because I have a small screen on here, but it is pretty cool. And I missed it. I missed Alex getting palmated by a pigeon. Can we get a reenactment of that, please? I'm going to save it in the background over there, just minding his own business. That's the famous Madison Square Garden. That's billboards galore everywhere. And there's me. So you know this is actually me, and not some stranger here in New York City. Yes, Madison Square Garden entrance fee. And then there's me breaking in the middle of a group of people. And random skateboarder dude. There's the big New York City Public Library. That is the most amazing library in the world. Kinda wish we could go inside of it for a second or two, but I would probably spend all day here if I could. New York City Public Library. That's on John Bigelow and West 5th Avenue. And if you're hearing all this noise, it's probably the wind, because it is slightly kind of windy today. Are those moving billboards? Again, we're nuts for nuts. We are headed into Lord & Taylor's on 5th Avenue. Lord & Taylor's. Tire store on sale. Closing it down last day. I'm going around with little spinny doors, spinny doors. So fancy. I just feel like I'm not properly dressed for such a fancy store. 70% off. $395. 70% off that is still broke for me. Well, they're even selling like their fixtures.
Yeah, they're selling all their lights and stuff too.
That's right, because it's everything's going. Forget how clothing stores work. But that is nice though for coats and such. Or is it fox fur? $6,999, people, for a Lord & Taylor fur salon.
Even like 50% off.
That is ridiculous. And some of these don't even look all that great. Like, that looks like a dead animal has died on the side of the road, and a skunk sprayed its hair everywhere. And they sprayed it with some hairspray and said, let's call that fashion. Fashion for $3,995. Like, this one is not any better. Like, literally not any better. And even more expensive. Oh. The $2.99 lady sportswear. That I can get behind. White diamond. I don't see a price on the white diamond, but I know that white diamond is Elizabeth Taylor, and that is expensive stuff. Let's go next to Woo. Let's see, how does that smell? Well, that's an interesting. It almost looks like a. Oh, that's horrible. I guess. It's very abrasive. Jumps at your nose and says, hey, look at me. Mr. Burberry. Reminds me of the stuff my dad used to uses. But I'm afraid to spray some of that on me. I like the containers though. But I mean, I like the bottles. Bottling is all that I think is really cool about a lot of this stuff. Now here we go. This looks more like that's more Burberry. They all kind of smell the same. That may just be my unsophisticated Arkansas palate, but all these just smell the same. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen, we are going up. Pardon the crack in my voice. I've had sore throat and tongue problems this whole time, so that's why I sound slightly funny. It's so sad that these showcase cases are less expensive than the actual fur coat thingy. Because these are like $200, $300 for the showcase versus. It does. Alright, so this is the Old Navy in Times Square area. It's awesome. There's a Macy's, the big Macy's store. As I get across the side here, you can see there's the big Believe sign, all in lights. I'll just make sure I'm not leaving people behind, but she's leaving us behind. So, there's all the window shops. And there's my home stores. Oh, and they have Simplex stores. There we go. Old Navy in Times Square. What? Oh, that goes on for days. Believe. Now, there's usually that green thing on the ground, that green carpety looking thingy with the Macy's signal, but that is a huge department store, that's for sure. And I'm about to run into people because I don't know how to walk and film at the same time. Stores. You can see Macy's right there. A small Target and a large Foot Locker with a Sephora.
Yeah, how many different things?
Because that Santa Claus show that she's working at.
Miracle on 34th Street. Yeah, this is the place that was inspired by that. Furious 4. Surviving New York City. Oh, and there's that extremely tall, could be the Empire. No, that may be the Empire. I don't know. Something. It's large, that's for sure. Vendors on every corner, selling a lot of knickknacks.
Wow.
That is the Empire State Building.
Yeah, that's good.
The building that you can barely see on my camera.
Yeah.
That I will never go up. And I'll be okay with that. It's almost better from afar.
Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. Cabs. Left and right. This is the Empire State Building. Goes on and on. I'm not going to go up there to the top because I don't hate myself enough. But that was the Empire State Building as we know it. Fanciness all over the place. And tons of people everywhere. With our 3 free fearless leaders ahead of us. I almost got that on camera. Oh, Chrysler Building. Let's make this thing shine to like the top of the Chrysler Building. That is on West 42nd. There we go. Here's one of the subway areas. Got Victoria's Secret. Kinds of buildings. And there's Gap. Company that owns Old Navy. 6th Avenue. For perspective of where exactly we are. Alright, I'm in the Old Navy here in Times Squares. And it is 3 stories. You actually have to go up escalators to get to the next floors. See? Kids and babies on 3rd floor, men's 1st and 2nd, women's 1st and 2nd.
I'm gonna go upstairs to see if there's something I can't live without.
This is overwhelming, but yet it's very, very amazing. Let's take a gander up the 1st to the 2nd floor.
seen the last of me.